Hi, I'm Helen, and one of my favorite things about my job is talking with customers about yarn, which is good since that's a lot of what I do. We all love yarn, so it's important to know how to work with it. Our yarns come in large circumference skeins, not center pull balls, but most knitters start knitting with center pull balls, where you simply pull out the middle and start knitting. Unless you're my sister and shop from my stash, this is what you started with. Once you graduate to more luxurious yarns, you'll find that many of them are the large circumference. Most indie dyers, including us, put up their yarns this way. So when you start winding this type of yarn, you need to know the different types of ties. This one is a self-tied yarn, which means that the yarn is wrapped around itself a few times and tied to secure the ends. You've opened your skein, and we have a video about that if you want some tips, and you're ready to start winding. So you snap the yarn to align the skeins and then put it on the swift. Do-do-do. Once it's on the swift, you need to cut the yarn to open the skein. With the self-ties like this one, there's one knot there, and I usually preserve as much yarn as possible for knitting, so I just make one cut right next to the knot. Then you unwrap the strands from around the outside of the skein so that they're loose and ready to wind. Usually one end will start winding more easily than the other. This one is on the inside, so it's not this side. We'll try the other one. All right, this one is coming off nicely, so we're ready to start winding. The first step is to wind the yarn through the pigtail and then around the shaft of the ball winder. Use the nooks here to secure the ends and start winding. You want to maintain an even tension here, so don't go faster or slower. It's not a speed contest, and often if you go too fast, the cake will end up flying off and making a ginormous mess. Then you wind yarn until it's all wound. Okay, once you've finished winding, you're ready to take the cake off the ball winder. At work, we assume you're going to be using the center of the skein, and so we fold up the tag and put it on the outside. But I prefer to knit from the outside of my cake, so I usually fold up the tag and stick it inside the cake as I pull it off. This way, if I don't use the yarn right away, or if I've got leftovers, I've got all of the information right there when I need to know what it is. So there you are. You've got your cake of yarn and you're ready to start knitting.